We are at question 8 on the January 2022 CSEC Mathematics past paper. Says the function f of x is mapped onto 3x plus 5x minus x squared. Alright, that's the function. Complete the table of values for f of x is 3 plus 5x minus x squared. Alright, pause the video and complete it. Okay, you did that. And by the way, remember, you should always attempt the question before you start watching the videos, alright? So you pause the video and do that in case you didn't remember to do that, but you should always remember, always make an attempt at the question before you start watching the video. But anyway, here you have f of x equals 3 plus 5x minus x squared. What happened when x is 0? You say f of 0 equals 3 plus 5 times 0 minus 0 squared. This gives you what? It's 3. So it's going to be 3 here. Alright? What's going to happen here now? This is f of 1 because x is 1. Right? So f of 1 would be 3 plus 5 times 1 minus 1 squared. This is 3 plus 5 on 5 minus 1. 3 and 5 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. So 7 comes here. Then for here now, 4 is x. So you're looking at f of 4 would be 3 plus 5 by 4 minus 4 squared, because you replace x with 4. So you have 3 plus 5, 4 is 20, minus 4, 4, 16. So in this case, 3 and 20 is 23. 23 minus 16 is what? You have 23 minus 16, 0, 1. That's 10. Alright? Oh, what am I doing? I should put 26. It should be 23 minus 16. Borrow 1 from 2, you get 1, 6. 13 minus 6 is what? 7. So you have 7 there. With my cursor, 7, 0. 7 would come here. And then for 6, let's erase these things to make some space. And then f of 6 would be 3 plus 5 by 6 minus 6 squared would give you 3 plus 30 minus 36. 30 minus 36. Or, oh, we could just say 33 minus 36. That will give you what? 33 minus 36. Same as 3 minus 6 is negative 3. Alright. So that's the table we have filled out. Alright. So here now. On the grid below, complete the graph of 3 plus 5x minus x squared for x greater than or equal to negative 1, less than or equal to 6. Alright. So, what I wanted to do, if you have a graph sheet with you, you could roll it up and complete this graph. So go ahead and do that. Alright. Let me just copy the graph sheet and put it over my other screen. And we're going to complete the graph. Alright. So we have our graph sheet here. I want to fill in the various values for the graph. Let's expand the graph sheet a bit. So we have -3, no, -1, -3, -1, -3. Okay, that is there already. 0, 3. So 0, 3. X is 0, y is 3. Here now. 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 would be right here. Alright? So 0, 3. Even though they didn't write it, they skipped out some of the numbers, but 0, 3 would be there. After that, we have 1, 7. 1, 7. 7 would be here. This is above 1 and beside 7. So, right here is our 1, 7. You see that? After that, we have 2, 9. They plotted 2, 9 already. 3, 9. Above 3, beside 9. They plotted that already. 4, 7. 4, 7. They didn't plot that, so we have to plot it. It will be right here. Alright? So 4, 7. Above 4 and beside 7 is right here. Okay? And we have 5, 3. 5, 3. They plotted that for us already. 6, -3. 6, -3 would be down here. Alright, so let us plot that. 6, -3 would be there. Okay. After that, what happened? Let's see what they say. Write down the equation of the axis of symmetry of the graph. Oh, hold on there. Complete the graph. Oh, complete the graph. They say complete the graph, not just plot it. Complete the graph means you should draw the curve and label it. Now remember, you do not join the point with straight lines. You must draw a smooth curve, because if you should say calculate for 0.5, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 and so on and so forth, you'll see that they have they go on a pattern with a smooth curve. I'm trying to make a smooth curve to pass through all of these points. Right? The curve would pass through all these points because they were calculated. In a case where you do an experiment or observe something happening, all the points wouldn't be on the curve, but because that would be approximate. But when you do the calculation now using a formula, then that would be accurate because you're making note of all the points. Alright, this is the best curve I could draw for now. Right here is a bit zigzaggy. Let me see if I can make it a bit more straight. Alright, anyway, they said the next thing they said to do is, oh, and by the way, you should label your graph. What was it again? 3 plus 5x minus x squared. So let's label it down here. F of x equals 3 plus 5x minus x squared. Alright? So we have our graph. We could label it out here too. Out here as well. But anyway, wherever we want to label it. It's good to label it some distance from the origin, because you don't want to crowd. Maybe some values would be within this region and you don't want to crowd it too much. But then, alright, so what we have here, we're going to have state the maximum value of the function. The maximum value would be the value of y that's on top of this hill. Alright, it goes across to where? 8, 9, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It seems as if it might be 9.4 or something. The maximum value. It would be about 9.4. Alright. And then it's from the graph that I estimated it. Right? You could calculate it, so state the maximum value of the function. Oh, I skipped out B1. Write down the equation of the axis of symmetry of the graph. Yeah, the axis of symmetry. I missed out that part. The axis of symmetry would be where? It would be a line that divides the graph into two equal parts. The mirror line, basically. So it would look like about this line, like about this, right? Axis of symmetry would be what? Looking at this, what's the equation of this line? Well, this line is x equal 2.5. So it would be 2.5, right? 2.5 and max value looks like 9.4. But anyway, as I said before, it could be calculated too, because generally the axis of symmetry, the equation is x equal negative b over 2a. And from looking at this, we have negative x squared plus 5x. We have what? F of x equal negative x squared plus 5x. Negative x squared plus 5x plus 3. So it's plus 3. I'm writing it in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So I turn around the values. So a would be negative 1. B would be 5. So x equal negative 1 over 2 times 5. So negative b. Oh, my. B is 5. So I have to redo this again. Made a mistake here. X equal negative b, negative 5 over 2 times negative 1. Right? So it's negative 5 over negative 2. 2 by negative 1 is negative 2, which is 2.5. Alright, so we get it. It's the axis of symmetry is x equal 2.5. X equal 2.5 is the axis of symmetry. The maximum value. You could calculate it too, right? Rather than just looking, well, you would look at the graph in exam, but suppose they say you should calculate it. What would you do? Alright, so this occurs when x is equal to 2.5, right? At x equals 2.5. When x is 2.5, then f of x would be, so what you would get in that case would be 2 3 plus 5 by 2.5. That gives you 15.5 minus 2.5 squared is what? 9.25. So the maximum point would be 9.25, right? Yeah, I said it was 9.4. Well, the accurate value is 9.25. But once you draw the graph, you should get close. What you do when you look at the graph is an estimate, you know. But when you calculate it, it's accurate. 9.25 is the accurate value of the maximum value. F of x, or the y, is at 9.25. Alright. Let me see now. What else let's say? Let's say to write down the coordinates of the point where the line. Alright, what we're going to do is take a break. We will end the video here and we continue with part C onwards in our next video.